Welcome to All4C Learning Session 16. Hello students. In this session we are going to discuss neighboring group participation or anchimeric assistance. Before going to discuss this neighboring group participation or anchimeric assistance, let us recall once SNI mechanism: substitution, nucleophilic, intramolecular. Already we discussed that. Let me give one example for this one. One, two, three, four, five. 5-chloropentanol, 1 pentanol. This one upon treatment with base OH minus, it abstracts proton and we are getting O minus like this Cl. And here instead of attacking a nucleophile separately within the molecule, now nucleophilic center generated. This nucleophilic center approaches to leaving group carbon, resultant 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There will be a formation of 6-membered ring. So we are getting cyclic ether. Similarly, one more reaction, ethylene upon addition of hypohalous acid, HOCl, hypochlorous acid, will get chlorohydrin, CH2OHCl. This one upon treatment with base, this hydrogen H plus gets abstracted, O minus. This O minus attacks upon this leaving group containing carbon. Again we are getting epoxide, ethylene epoxide. These reactions will land under the name of SNI reaction, and with thionyl chloride in presence of pyridine, in absence of pyridine also will land under the name of Darjan's reaction. All these are examples for SNI. In SNI, intramolecular nucleophilic substitution takes place, and we notice that inversion of product means approaching of this nucleophile rare side with respect to leaving group, like that mechanism we already learned. It looks like same but not same. Have a look here. I am going to consider R2 bromopropanoate. This R2 bromopropanoate upon low concentration of OH minus, here low concentration of OH minus. For that Ag2O we are using. Then we are getting product R2 hydroxypropanoate. We considered R2 bromopropanoate. We are getting R2 hydroxypropanoate. This carbon is R. This carbon remains R. So what is this? Which type of reaction it is? If you observe clearly, no doubt Br replaced by OH means Br minus displaced by OH minus. So when Br minus displaced by OH minus, no doubt that is nucleophilic substitution. These are SN reactions. Since nucleophilic substitution reactions, there are two possibilities so far we discussed, either SN1 or SN2. If it is SN1, the product must and should be a racemic mixture. If it is SN2, the product must be inversion. Let us observe what product you are getting. Is it inversion? R2R means? No. Is it racemization? No. If it is racemic mixture, you should get R plus S, mixture of products, enantiomeric mixture we need to get. But here we didn't get any enantiomeric mixture, you are getting only 1% one product, 100% of product. It indicates it is neither SN2 nor SN1, it is some other reaction. It is some other reaction. So how this reaction proceeds? Have a look. This C double bond O minus, whenever adjacent carbon, this is what we call with respect to leaving group, this is alpha and this is beta. With respect to leaving group, if a beta carbon containing O minus is going to take part in the reaction, it helps to leave the leaving group, and this O minus provides electron pair from rare side with respect to leaving group Br. means O minus approaches that electrophilic carbon from rear side. So because of rear side attacking, this one we can say SN2 mechanism. A resultant you are getting epoxide like product. So it is also similar to that one, epoxide like product, but here reaction did not stop. OH minus, we are using low concentration. That low concentration OH minus again attacks from rear side with respect to this oxygen. Once again, earlier O minus attacks rear side with respect to leaving group Br minus, and here OH minus again attacks from rear side with respect to this oxygen, and whenever this OH minus approaches, this oxygen turns back its electrons. Resultant we are getting again product. That means this propanoate concept remains same. Here 2-bromo-propanoate converts into 2-hydroxy-propanoate. Mechanism proceeds via double inversion, 2 times SN2. First time within the molecule O minus approaches. Second time OH minus external electrophile approaches that particular carbon. Because of SN2 mechanism takes place twice. Here this product we are getting here? A retention of product. Initially we considered R. Meanwhile it turns to S, and again it turns to R. Got the point here? This type of mechanism what we called neighboring group participation. Because of neighbor means next to that carbon. Because of this neighboring group participation, the ability of leaving group to leave enhances. Ability of leaving group increases. Because of leaving group leaving tendency increases, reaction rate increases. That means because of neighboring group participation, we can say reaction rate compared to normal SN2 reaction, here rate of reaction is more, SN2 rate of reaction is more. And because of neighboring group participation, it also influences stereochemistry. In SN2 we are expecting inversion product, but here we are getting retention product. That means this neighboring group influences both rate of reaction and also stereochemistry. So neighboring group controls both rate of reaction and stereochemistry. So the reaction in which neighboring group controls rate of reaction and stereochemistry, that reactions are called anchimeric assistance reactions. Because of neighboring group participation, if rate changed, such reactions are called anchimeric assistance reactions. Now, this anchimeric assistance, which groups are showing? There are so many groups. Here C double bond O minus shows anchimeric assistance. Like that, one more example let us consider. In this example, OBS is a leaving group. In previous classes, we already learned that tosylate, brosylate and nosylate. So S double bond O like this, OTS group, this is what we are calling. So para-toluene sulfonyl chloride like that. From sulfonyl chloride derivative you are getting this one, tosyl chloride, OTS in general we are saying. Here instead of methyl, if NO2 group is there, nosylate. Instead of methyl, if bromine is there, brosylate, tosylate, brosylate, nosylate. Ultimately, all these groups are making that group as good leaving group. In order to get more and more product, the leaving group leaving tendency we are going to increase by keeping electron withdrawing groups here in para position. Obviously, it possesses S double bond O, it is good leaving group, no doubt in that one, and further enhances by keeping electron withdrawing group. Now we are going to keep Br there. That is what we call the brosylate. Now this is good leaving group. Here how this reaction takes place means if you observe the product here in presence of acetic acid, OBS is going to replace by OAC group. OBS group replaced by OAC group. Check here what happened. This oxygen containing lone pair is going to take part, participate in the reaction. Resultant we are getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There will be a formation of 5-membered ring with one position occupied by oxygen. Here OBS left as OBS minus. Now this oxygen consists CH3. Because of it donates its electron pair, now it is going to bear positive charge. This oxygen containing next carbon is attached to one methyl. Here this is methyl. Now CH3 C double bond OOH from acetic acid. Here this oxygen containing lone pair is involved in resonance. Further, it makes this double bond oxygen is more electron rich. Now these electrons can attack upon this one. It tends back, oxygen tends back its bond pair of electrons. Resultant we are getting CH3 C double bond O. Here this carbon and this OH means whenever these electrons are shifted, double bond now turns to single bond, and here in between carbon and this oxygen double bond is there. Now this oxygen bears positive charge and this carbon here, now this carbon is attached to one CH3 and one OCH3, CH3 and OCH3. Now this one upon deprotonation, whenever this OH bond pair of electrons going to break deprotonation, then we are getting CH3 C double bond OO, CH3 OCH3. This is the product what we are getting. So directly, instead of direct substitution, because of neighboring group is going to participate in the mechanism, and 2 times inversion, double inversion, ultimately retention product. Of course here we cannot notice because of this leaving group containing carbon is not chiral, it has 2 hydrogens, that's why we cannot notice that. Let us take one more example, and there are so many examples in neighboring group participation. In some cases pi bond is going to participate in neighboring group participation, and single bond, even single bond also acts as neighboring group, participates as neighboring group. So phenyl group may participates as neighboring group, sulfur participates as neighboring group. Let us consider one example for each. Next example for ankymeric acids. Pi bond how acts as ankymeric acids? How shows ankymeric acids? Let us see. 7-carbonyl tosylate. With respect to this double bond, pi bond, OTS must and should be in anti. In such a case only pi electrons can participate in neighboring group participation. If both OTS and double bond both are in same direction, means syn. In such a case, this NGP we cannot notice. Now here, pi electrons are going to shift towards this carbon and this OTS will leave away. Obviously, pi electrons shifted towards either of these 2 carbons, and then they will be moved towards leaving group carbon. So one of the carbon of these 2 pi bonded carbon, one of the carbon is going to bear positive charge. Either of the carbon atoms here same, there is no difference. We are getting here like this. Suppose if this carbon is donated, from this carbon if donation takes place, we can say like this. Here in between these 2 partial double bond character, resultant this carbon is going to bear positive charge and OTS is going to leave here H. Now if this one completely departed, like this, here this carbon bears positive charge. This is first time SN2. First SN2. If initial one is R, then after first step it will be S. Next, acetic acid molecule CH3 C double bond OOH. Again, mechanism is similar to the earlier one. These electrons get back. Here, again in place of OTS, we are going to get OC double bond OCH3 and H double bond again comes back. So overall reaction, there are 2 times SN2. So ultimately product is retention. As we discussed, because of this anchimeric constants, rate increases, and also stereochemistry, it influence means stereochemistry retention we are getting. It is not just like SN1 racemic mixture, not like SN2 like inversion, we are getting retention. The same thing we can notice, sigma bond also acts as neighboring group. Here when OTS is leaving group, acts as leaving group, sigma bond in between these 2 carbon atoms is going to shift like this. Resultant, we are getting product. This single bond is going to break down, and in between these 2 carbon atoms single bond formation takes place. Now this carbon is going to bear positive charge like this. Here OTS leave away, H remains, and upon this one acetic acid molecule CH3 C double bond OOH. Again this oxygen containing lone pair is participating in this one. These electron get back. So the product formed here, again as such original one, but instead of OTS, OAC, CH3, C double bond O group is there. Here also first step SN2, further second step again SN2. Here we need to consider only with respect to leaving one. First step OTS is leaving group. With respect to this OTS, this sigma bond electrons are shifted towards this one. So these 2 are anti. And now here state CH3CO minus approaching in this direction. With respect to this one, the sigma bond electrons are shifted towards this carbon. Again these 2 are anti. Twice the anti, you are getting the same retention of configuration. Now let us consider 3-phenyl 2-butyl tosylate. Anchimeric constants not only with respect to double bond means pi bond and a single bond. Beyond of that, phenyl ring also shows anchimeric constants. Let us take this example. 3-phenyl 2-butyl tosylate. This 3-phenyl 2-butyl tosylate. 3 means both the methyl groups are in opposite direction. Erythrio means both the groups are same direction, same group, same side, erythrio. And this one is what we call trio. There are 2 trio forms. One is this isomer, another one is this isomer. Both belongs to trio only, but not erythrio here. Both are trio only. So I think you can notice here, with respect to OTS group, methyl group and hydrogen, right and left hand side. With respect to phenyl group, left and right hand side. Now its mirror image is this one. Mirror image will be this one. These 2 are enantiomers. So first I am going to consider one enantiomer. This one upon treatment with acetic acid, what happened? Since these pi electrons are shifted towards this carbon, now this carbon will be electron rich and this carbon bears positive charge. Now this negative charge carbon means the electron rich carbon attacks upon this leaving group containing carbon and OTS will leave away. Resultant, you are getting this intermediate here. Here phenyl ring consisting positive charge and acetic acid now attacks upon either of these 2 carbon atoms. If acetic acid oxygen attacks upon this carbon, that I am going to mention as path A. If acetic acid oxygen attacks upon this carbon, path B. Here steric hindrance wise there is no difference. Methyl and hydrogen. Then obviously approaching nucleophile approaches either of these 2 carbon atoms. But we should remember one more thing. Sir, why this acetic acid oxygen come and attack upon either of these 2 carbon atoms whenever this phenyl ring containing carbon bears positive charge? obviously this one is not going to attack upon this positive charge. This positive charge is in resonance, and that positive charge is not in fixed position. Electrons are shifting like this. Here you are getting positive charge. Again electrons are shifting like this. Here you are getting positive charge. So that positive charge is not in fixed position, and moreover, by attacking this acetic acid molecule upon this positive charge, you are not getting any more stable product. Ring loses its aromaticity. So in order to retain its aromaticity, this ring do not allow this acetic acid molecule upon this ring. Now here this acetic acid molecule has two chances, either it attack to this carbon or this carbon. If attacks upon this carbon, again this ring get back its electron. This sigma bond electrons again turns to pi electrons. Resultant ring attains its aromaticity. You are getting product like this. Because of this acetic acid nucleophile approaches, both the methyl and hydrogen groups are lying like this. These are going to change like this, methyl and hydrogen, and this hydrogen and methyl as such. This is one possible product. Next one, if this acetic acid molecule come and attack upon this carbon, now these two methyl and hydrogen are going to change like this. So this methyl goes above the plane, hydrogen like this, and this phenyl group means whenever this one approaches along with electron pair, these electrons get back. So such you can notice when this positive charge here, then we are getting this product. That means if one of the enantiomer of 3O, if we consider, in which case phenyl group acts as neighboring group, anchimeric assistance, that pi electrons are shifted towards one of the carbon ring containing carbon, and that negative charge carbon attacks upon leaving group containing carbon, means electrophilic carbon, and leaving group departs. After departing leaving group, you are getting intermediate carbocation, and that carbocation is highly stabilized because of resonance. Now positive charge you may get here or here. There are two possibilities. Initially we are showing here when these electrons are shifted here, you are getting positive charge. So when positive charge is here, acetic acid molecule approaches like this, these electrons shifts like this, then you can get this product. When positive charge here, if you consider, acetic acid molecule attacks upon this carbon and these electrons are shifted towards next one, resultant you are getting this product. Now second one, other enantiomer of 3O, if you consider, again there are two possibilities. Again this phenyl group shows anchimeric assistance, and just like this intermediate carbocation you are getting, again acetic acid molecule attacks upon this carbon or this carbon. Both possibilities are there. Whenever this one attacks upon either of these two carbons, with respect to that attacking nucleophile, you are getting two products. This one is plus or minus 3O, 3-phenyl 2-butyl acetate. This one also same. So either of the enantiomer you are going to consider, ultimately you are getting these products. Let us see this typical example here. In this case, dialkyl amine and Cl, both groups are there, and it is very clear amine is a poor leaving group and Cl is a good leaving group. So this one upon treatment with OH minus. So since a poor leaving group, it cannot be displaced that much easily, and displacement of Cl minus by OH minus takes place very easy. So if it's so, that quite general or natural SN2 mechanism. But here, beyond of that, what happened? Nitrogen containing lone pair is going to take part in the neighboring group participation. Resultant, we are getting product. This one CH3. Like this, you are getting here nitrogen going to bear positive charge. Now, OH minus may attack either of the two carbon atoms, either this one or this one. So if it attacks upon this carbon, then these electrons will be shifted. If this OH minus attacks upon this carbon, these electrons will be shifted. But here you should remember one more thing. OH minus approaching to this carbon, particularly methyl group containing carbon, is very less because of it causes steric hindrance. That's why it preferably attacks upon this nitrogen containing this carbon CH2. Resultant, what happened? Diethyl amine group, then CH, CH3 and CH2OH. So in this case, what happened? Earlier, this amine group is located at a primary carbon. When you comes to product, that same amine group is located at a secondary carbon. Similarly, Cl, it was located earlier at secondary carbon. Now OH comes to primary carbon, it proves that yes, neighboring group participation is there. So in each and every example we can prove clearly because of neighboring group participation only you are getting different products, right? Now here this one is like just above example. Here alkyl group we are going to consider, and this chlorine is attached to secondary carbon and nitrogen is attached to amine group is attached to primary carbon. So because of this nitrogen containing lone pair is involved in anchimeric constants or neighboring group participation, Cl comes out as Cl minus, resultant you are getting this nitrogen bearing positive charge. Now the same intermediate you are considering, nitrogen is located at secondary carbon and chlorine also located at primary carbon. In such a scenario also same thing happened, you are getting the same intermediate. That means here you may consider 2 chloro 1 amino, or here 1 chloro 2 amino. Either the substrates we are getting the same intermediate. Now this one upon treatment with OH minus and H2O. Again H2O is weak nucleophile, means it is not going to bear any negative charge. Of course it has electron rich, it is electron rich, no doubt in that one, but being it is not negatively charged one, it may approach to the alkyl group containing carbon. Whereas OH minus, since it is electron rich, means negative charge is there, it cannot approach to more sterically hindered one. So in case of water molecule, it prefers to attack upon the carbon where more positive charge is there, and whereas OH minus, it try to create a positive charge upon which carbon it want to attack. I am repeating once again. When water molecule acts as a nucleophile, it itself cannot create any positive charge upon any carbon atom. What it is thinking, where more positive charge is there. So here positive charge, here positive charge. Out of these two, this positive charge is more stable, means appearing more positive charge upon this carbon will be more stabilized because of alkyl group is there. So water molecule prefers to attack upon this carbon, means more hindered carbon. Whereas here this OH minus, of course there more positive charge is there, this one is less positive charge this carbon has, but it don't want to attack upon hindered carbon because it cannot approach. That's why what it is doing, by approaching along with its electron pair, it makes that this carbon more electropositive, means more positive charge. How? Whenever it approaches to this less hindered carbon, these electrons get back. So with respect to OH minus, you are getting R2N and then CHR dash and then CH2OH. Whereas in case of water molecule, what you are getting, R2N, these electrons are shifted back, then we are getting CH2 and CHR dash like this. So here OH group you are getting. That means it is very clear, from this substrate or this substrate you are getting the same intermediate, but ultimately which product we are going to get, that depending upon the nucleophile. Since H2O is a weak nucleophile, it prefers to attack upon secondary carbon due to it is not going to face more hindrance, being it is neutral molecule. Whereas OH minus, it is a strong nucleophile, it prefers to attack upon primary carbon because to avoid that steric hindrance. Similarly, with respect to primary carbon, SN2 reaction is fast, but SN1 reaction do not takes place. At primary carbon, SN2 reaction takes place fast because of less hindrance, whereas SN1 do not takes place. If the carbon is SN2, if the carbon is secondary carbon, both SN1 and SN2 are possible, but no one mechanism gives good product. When it has both possibility, then the product formation will be divided. Means it will be divided. One certain amount goes to SN1 and certain amount goes to SN2. We are not supposed to get any major product either in SN1 or SN2. So let us consider solvolysis of this example here. Alpha, with respect to leaving group alpha beta carbon, this beta carbon is attached to electron rich atom sulfur. Now one of the lone pair will be given to leaving group containing carbon, means electrophilic carbon. Here we are getting product C2H5SCH2CH2. Here I am going to use C14 isotope. Since C14 isotope, this one upon water molecule attacking. Now this water molecule come and attack upon either this carbon or this carbon, either of the two carbon atoms. Here you can distinguish. In previous example we cannot distinguish that C2H5S. Now this OH group, if it come and attach to the C14 carbon, then this bond is going to cleave. Here sulfur base positive charge, sigma electrons are shifted towards sulfur, then CH2, OH, further deprotonation also. In addition to that, one more product, here C2H5, yes, if this water molecule come and attach to this carbon, and in such a case, these electrons bond, this sigma bond is going to break, resultant SCH2, here C14 and CH2OH. So there are two possibilities products because of anchimeric assistance. So this was proved. If really there is no anchimeric assistance, you should get only one product. If really there is no anchimeric assistance, sulfur lone pair is not going to take part in bond formation. Obviously, we are going to get one product. But here it is very clear you are getting two products. So two products confirms that yes, anchimeric assistance is there. And actually direct SN2 product, you are getting OH only at a C14 carbon, but you are not supposed to attack, you are not supposed to get any OH upon this sulfur containing carbon, normal carbon. But because of anchimeric assistance only, you are getting two products. Now that anchimeric assistance once again proved, here we are considering cyclohexane which consists OTS substituent, and with respect to that beta carbon as CH3 C double bond O group is there. Now this oxygen, SIL carbon containing oxygen is going to participate in anchimeric assistance. Now this one upon ring flipping, here it is very clear both are equatorial position, here both are axial position. So during ring flipping, axial converts into equatorial, equatorial converts into axial. This thing already we learned in our 11th syllabus, there how to convert axial into equatorial like that. So here both are equatorial position, upon ring flipping both comes to axial position. Now it is very clear OC double bond O, this is R, OC double bond O. Now this oxygen containing lone pair is involved in what we call anchimeric assistance, and OTS is group is going to leave. Then we are getting product here like this. So now this one attached to O, C, R, and this oxygen and this carbon bond formation is there, and here this one bears positive charge. Now this one upon treatment with acetic acid molecule CH3COOH and one of the oxygen again come and attach to this one, resultant we are getting product OCOCH3 and here OCOCH3. So what product we are going to get? And because of adjacent carbon containing electron rich atom involving in anchimeric assistance, here it is very clear. Now with respect to this OTS, this one is alpha and this one is beta. Now beta carbon containing phenyl group is going to take part in anchimeric assistance, resultant what product we are going to get here is, so let us for sake of convenience here I am going to draw double bonds like this. Now this double bond will be shifted to this carbon and this carbon is involving in anchimeric assistance, this OTS will leave away. So here you are getting CH2 and carbon, this carbon and CH2, and this carbon is attached to CH3. Now iridium ion here. Again attacking species say CH3COOH. This oxygen has to come and attack. Generally what we are going to say, it may attacks upon this one or it may attacks upon this one. But here possibility to attack upon this carbon is very less because of two alkyl groups which causes more hindrance. Then ultimately this acetate ion come and attach to this carbon only, and this get back these electrons and converts into pi bond again in between these two carbons. Now you should not forget one more thing, here acetate ion or oxygen do not come and attach to this carbon, because of if it happens so, then ring loses its aromaticity. So now in this case CH3, CCH3, here phenyl group with itself only, it retains with itself, there is no change, and CH2 OAC. So in all these examples it is very clear anchimeric assistance happens. Let us check that fourth example. In fourth example, what product we are going to get? Again C14 we are going to place to the phenyl ring containing carbon, and these electrons are shifted like this, and this one attacks upon this one, OTS will leave away. Now we are getting a 3-membered ring, here positive charge, and we are getting like this C14. Now RCOOH come and attack upon either this carbon or this carbon. Again you are getting two products. If it attacks upon this carbon, these electrons will be shifted. If this attacks upon this carbon, these electrons will be shifted like this. Ultimately, that is sigma bond electrons are converted into pi bonded electrons. The resultant, we are getting two products. Have a look here. Ring retains its aromaticity. Case 1. So, if this OAC group attached to this one, then this one is C14, CH2 and CH2 OAC plus one more possibility. If this acetic acid ester group attached to C14 carbon, then in such a case a ring retains its aromaticity. Here CH2, here CH2 OAC. So in all these cases it is very clear anchimeric questions happens. Now in this example, if you convert into normal product, means like this, here one OAC group like this and one OAC group like this. If both are S and one more possibility here, both may becomes R. That means you are getting diastereomeric products here, OAC and OAC. This one is a trans, this one is a trans or anti, and this one also anti. Both are trans or anti, but one is S. If both are S here, in this case both are R. So these two are diastereomeric products you are getting. Now, anchimeric questions with respect to halogens. Since halogens also possess lone pair of electrons, they are also take part in anchimeric questions or neighboring group participation. Let us see this example: 3O, 3-bromo, 2-butanol. Again, 3O here, same groups are in opposite side. Here we can say 3O this one, and this one upon treatment with HBr. Generally, what expecting during HBr addition, oxygen of alcohol gets protonated, as we was learned in previous sessions. OH minus is a poor leaving group. In order to convert that poor leaving group into good leaving group, we need to protonate. That means we have to use acid. That means we are performing that reaction in acid medium. Suppose if this part is not there, some group is there, G is there is no halogen with respect to OH group containing carbon, beta carbon, if do not attach to any atom which can assist. Okay, means the neighboring atom is not there, neighboring group participation is not there. In such a scenario, what we are going to say, this H plus gets protonated and it converts into OH2 plus. Now this OH2 plus is good leaving group, and the remaining counterpart here, Br minus approaches from rare side, then we are getting product, inversion of product with respect to this one. In such a case, what product we are getting here? Br, here CH3H, and here obviously CH3H. This is the product. So this will be the product. That mechanism is SN2 mechanism. I am repeating, if this group is not there, if only OH group is there, CH3H and this some other group which do not have, which do not give any anchimeric questions or neighboring group participation. In such a scenario, while addition of HBr, H plus attached to OH group of the compound and converts into OH2 plus, and it turns to good leaving group, and Br minus approaches from rare side because of it is secondary carbocation. If formation is there, secondary carbocation, or else if any we are using less polar solvents or polar aprotic solvents, in such a case Br minus approaches from rare side, you are getting SN2 product like this. In this case, we are getting meso compound. Now let us check here, because of HBr NGP, what happened is, because of HBr added and it turns to OH2 plus, no doubt in that one. After OH2 plus, what we are expecting, Br minus has to come from rare side, right? But here not happen like that. This Br is going to give electrons and this OH comes out as OH2 plus. Resultant product what we are getting here is Br here plus. Br is going to bear positive charge because of it donated electron to electrophilic carbon, means leaving group containing carbon. Here we are getting CH3H like this and HCH3. Now that Br minus counterpart come and approaches again two carbon atom centers. One is upon this one, another one is upon this one. So if it attacks upon this one, we are getting product. Here Br, and here CH3H, and here CH3H. This one path. In other path, if it attack upon this carbon, this Br comes as such, means there is no difference here at this carbon. This Br HCH3 remains as such, and this Br is attacking from rear side in the direction of, in the place of OH only, we are getting Br. So you are getting DL mixture again, enantiomeric mixture. The same sequence here also we can notice. Earlier I used to consider one of the trioform. This is another trioform. So to another trioform again we are adding HBr. This OH group gets protonated and converts into OH2 plus. Now what happened? It has to leave. The counterpart approaches from rear side. Again you are getting the same product. If we consider SN2, if there is no neighboring group participation or anchimeric assistance, in such a case you are getting same product whatever the trioisomer you consider. But in the second case, means if neighboring group is participation is there, again this Br containing lone pair of electron is going to take part in the reaction and OH2 comes out. This Br exists as Br. So when Br acts as neighboring group, its lone pair will be donated to next carbon. Resultant we are getting HCH3. Here HCH3. It follows two paths here. The remaining counterpart Br minus either approach in this direction or in this direction, either of these two carbons. Say assume this is path A and this is path B. Now in path A, Br approaches from rear side, then Br, here CH3 and H goes like this, CH3 and H like this, and this Br get back electrons, so which will projected towards upward direction and remaining methyl and hydrogen like this. Whereas in case of path B, whenever these Br minus approaches from rear side, these electrons get back, hence here you are getting bromine and methyl and hydrogen like this. When Br attacks from rear side, here you are getting Br and HCH3. So here you are getting same products as earlier, whatever the first isomer we consider the same products. So whatever the trio isomer, you are getting same product DL mixture. And if you consider erythrio isomer in which both methyl and hydrogens are same side, you can write in this form or in this form. So how to convert these already we learned in our first year syllabus. So this one upon anchimeric assistance we are getting again meso compound, so which is optically inactive. Now not only this, even sulfur also acts as a neighboring group. Solvolysis of beta chloroethyl sulfide and 1-chloropentane. So looks like same. Here instead of this carbon, 1, 2, 3, third carbon, here sulfur is there. Here carbon do not possess any lone pair of electrons, but here sulfur possesses two lone pairs of electrons. Now one of the lone pair will be donated to the Cl or leaving group containing carbon. Here you are getting product S. Here in between these two carbon atoms sulfur bridge you are getting, whereas in this case you are not supposed to get any sulfur bridge or carbon bridge. That means solvolysis of first compound means beta chloroethyl sulfide 3000 times more than 1-chloropentane. Now during solvolysis of beta chloroethyl sulfide, what happened here? Reaction sulfur and this carbon, you are getting positive charge upon this one. Now water molecule come and attach to either of these two carbons, either this carbon or this carbon, any of these two carbons, then you are getting product sulfur. If attacks upon this one, the CH2, CH2OH, If attacks upon this one, this bond is going to break. Either this bond or this bond. One of the sigma bond electrons are shifted towards positively charged sulfur. I am repeating once again. First sulfur donates its lone pair of electron. Cl comes out as Cl minus. Resultant sulfur acquires positive charge. And now this sulfur forms 3-membered ring. Water molecule, now nucleophile attacks upon either of these two carbon atoms. Whatever the carbon atom, you are getting same product, that is beta hydroxy ethyl sulfide. That means because of anchimeric assistance, we are getting only solvolysis 3000 times more. In other words, we can say rate increases. Now let me explain one more thing here. The same substrate upon treatment with water or OH minus, you are going to get the same product. Cl will be displaced by OH. So Cl minus replaced by OH, even though in normal SN2 reaction, you are not getting any different product in this case. So because of anchimeric assistance, we can say rate of reaction increases but not a product. Rate of reaction only increases but not product in this case. Similarly here also, here sulfur possesses 2 lone pairs and Cl is leaving group. Here also same, this compound 600 times undergoes more solvolysis than this one. So normal SN2 reaction, either of these two remains the same. There is no difference. In a normal SN2 reaction, Cl minus displaced by OH minus. In such a case, you are not getting any rate difference. Because of anchimeric assistance, here rate varies. Here this one is 600 times more undergoes solvolysis than this one. Similarly here phenyl group anchimeric assistance, this one nearly 3000 times more compared to normal propyl group containing OTS leaving group. So here phenyl group acts as anchimeric assistance, here methyl group cannot act as anchimeric assistance. Now let us see here, because of pi electrons are involving in neighboring group participation, this one is 10 power 11 times more solvolysis than here it do not have any pi bond. So solvolysis of this one is less and this one is more, that is only because of pi electrons anchimeric assistance. So in all these reactions, because of neighboring group participation, anchimeric assistance arises. Anchimeric assistance is nothing but rate of reaction increases but not a product. Like this, so many other products are also there, so many other reactions also there. Let us have a look on that.